Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a personal YouTube reading order number 1602, and I will be starting with your palms. And this is the right palm, which represents your destiny. And I see that you have like very interesting marks on this palm. The first one, I see that you actually born for practicing, like you're born for the world of occult, and you're supposed to practice. And your practice is supposed to be seen by others. It's like you're supposed to share it. You have an amazing marks, like so many marks actually on your palm that talks about many interesting abilities that you have. The first ones that are actually like standing out to me are the rings of Morgana. So you have the connection with demons, the guardian demons that are still following you to this reincarnation and to this day. So you supposed to work with demons, and you have like a huge mark of the witch. So you're born with witch abilities, so you're supposed to practice dark magic because we're talking about demons here. You do have an access to the underworld, and you can actually like receive messages from the other realms, like from the realms of deities, angels, demons, spirits, and pass down these messages to humans. So like in a way you are a mediator between different realms and our 3D realm. So for you, becoming like a psychic or a medium is like, it's a must. It's something that you're like amazing at. I also see that you, by your destiny, you're likely literally like supposed to struggle when it comes to your personal life, when it comes to love and career. It's like for you, you are always true to your heart. So you always speak what's on your mind. So for you, it's very hard to work for someone, and you always supposed to work for yourself. Like you're supposed to be of service to people. This is your purpose in life. So for you, it is important to create something that's your own business. It could be online, it could be like physical. It doesn't really matter for your soul, but it should be only something that you actually love to do. Like you really can't work for others, because it kind of kills your soul if you do something that you're not interested in or something that you don't like. I also see that when it comes to love, you do have a soulmate or a twin flame in this reincarnation, but I cannot pinpoint like any time frames, because the soulmate line doesn't touch your like physical body line. So there is no time frame of when you guys supposed to meet or reunite again. So it's all up to you. It's like usually having soulmate or a twin flame, it usually means that you are meeting someone who knows you so well that it's like looking into a mirror. So for you, it's important to understand who you truly are, to become who you truly are. So when this person comes, you actually can understand that this is your soulmate, because you probably have a specific type, because I see that you've been dating like specific people, and it's not who your soulmate is. That's not your type, but someone very different, and that's why you really need to change yourself first. So when this person comes into your life, you are ready to accept this connection. You know, sometimes having a twin flame in this reincarnation, it also means that the relationship can become like not only romantic, but it also could become like a kind of like teacher or a guide, kind of guru relationships. Like this person can come to your life only to guide you more. It's like these people usually transform your life. They change everything. Like they change you. They literally show you how to become yourself more, and how to find your path in this lifetime. So regardless when this person comes and what kind of relationship is going to be, it's like you're going to know it, because this is the person who is going to be changing everything for you. It's like the person going to show you who you truly are, like through your feelings, through the connection that your body feels to the body of this soulmate. It's like it's a different connection on so many different levels, and I'm pretty sure you know when you meet this person, or if you already have met this person, you know what I'm talking about. It's the feeling is unusual, amazing, and challenging at the same time. I also see that you have like many ancestors who are still with you to this day. One of the gifts that you possess, I think it's the gift of prophetic dreams, like seeing visions in your dreams. It actually comes from your ancestors, male ancestors. I think you've been practicing also like shamanic kind of magic, shamanic practices, and this is the gift that's been passed down to you. you don't really have to learn it. You have to reconnect with your ancestors and ask for help and guidance in order to fully be able to come into possession of the gift and being able to control the gift. And for you, like, working with people is a must. This is something that makes you who you are truly. You're really curious about people, you're fascinated by them, you can read them, you can read their auras, energy, you can heal them too, you have a healing mark on your palm. So for you, the more you are connected to people in this reincarnation, the more you are of service to people, the better it is for you and your soul. I also see that you have like interesting ties to ancient Egyptian magic and to Nordic magic, like to runes, casting runes or casting bones, and to actually performing like ritual magic. For you, when it comes to practicing like magic or doing spells and rituals, you always have to use like paper or like leather, something that you can write something down, and it should become like a scroll, like magical scroll, or the scroll for your ritual. You can write down incantations like words, but it also could be sigils, hieroglyphs, anything that makes sense to you, or anything that you always felt that you're drawn to, like anything that your mind is fascinated by. You should use more intuition when it comes to your practice. Being a witch means that you are natural at this. Witchcraft is very intuitive to your soul, so it's a lot about channeling your inner witch in your own personal way. Your practice shouldn't be limited by specific like words or specific spells that you get from other people. It should be like very intuitive. It should come from you. You can get inspired by other people, by other people's practice. It's like, for example, if you get a spell from another witch, you should definitely change something in the spell, like change ingredients or change your words. It's like the spell should come from your heart. The more intuitive, the better it is for you. When it comes to sigils, this is something that you can use. Like you can buy them, for example, because when you practice, if you don't want to, like for example, if you're practicing dark magic or if you're working with demons, there is always should be something that you offer from yourself, and this offer should be always paid for with your own money. So when it comes to buying something, you don't really have to buy like, for example, like, I don't know, like food or jewelry or like crystals. You can buy one sigil and it could be like the offering during every ritual. So it's kind of easy. Like there's one thing that you always have and you know that you paid for it, and then you can use it in your practice. This is something interesting because your mind kind of attracted to sigils, because sigils are the easiest way for you, like a shortcut for manifestation, your like dreams and desires. Also, you can work with crystals, with herbs, with candles, like literally with anything that you personally like or feel drawn to work with. Like all of these things are amazing. There is no limits in what should be in your spells or in your rituals. So like whatever you feel that you like connected to, you should definitely go for it. Now I'm looking at your left palm. Your left palm is actually represents to me your free will. And I see that you are somewhat following your destiny, but sometimes you do like rebellious things and you kind of create your own path. In a way, you can manifest anything you want, because if you don't obey your destiny, the destiny will obey you. So for you, it's an amazing thing, because whatever it is you want or you wish to achieve in this lifetime, you actually can get. And it only comes from your own like manifestation skills. Literally, your mind and your energy are the best tools to manifest anything you want. Whatever comes to your mind, any dream, idea, like any desire, they usually come to you, like they manifest in physical form. So the crazier the dream is, the bigger you dream, the more things you're actually gonna get in this lifetime. You have such a strong connection to runes. I do recommend you to use them in your practice. You can use them for protection, for healing, casting runes, for divination properties. Also, you can use them for, you know, for enhancing the energy of your room. For example, if you want to have like vivid dreams or prophetic dreams, use a specific room that for you represents like dream world or the power of prophecies. So put it next to your bed or under your pillow. Carry a specific rune that represents for you wealth and abundance in your purse or in your wallet, and carry a rune that represents protection in your pocket if you want to, or leave it next to your door. It's like for you, runes, the symbols of the runes are very important. Those are the symbols that you can even draw on yourself. Those are the symbols that actually empower your mind and empower your soul. Like they give you higher vibrations. Like you feel better when you're surrounded by signs of the runes, and use them on daily basis. You have interesting mark on your palms, like the wings. It tells me that you are, sometimes you daydream and you fly somewhere. Also having wings on your palms usually tells me that in the underworld you also have a set of wings, and you're also connected to winged creatures or like demons or angels. Having a wing on your palm tells me that you can communicate with them clearly, like you actually have the ability to physically see them. And this is something very rare. Not every person have the ability to actually physically see a demon or an angel. Like they can sense it, they can feel it, but being able to see them in our realm, this is very unusual ability to have for sure. You are born with such an interesting energy. Like your energy is definitely the energy of a healer, but it's also an energy of a witch. So you can attract people, you can heal them, you can kind of control them in a way, and you can hypnotize them. It's very interesting energy. There is so many ways you can use it in your practice. Spell work, ritual work, it's all about your energy, and you have a lot of it. Like literally you can use it for manifestation and for attracting the things that you want. For you, it's very important to live a healthy lifestyle. When your body suffers, your spirit suffers as well. It's like, for some people, it's very important to take care of their spiritual life, like the spirit. For you, your spirit is thriving, your spirit is very strong and powerful. You are sensing and understanding and seeing and hearing more than other people, probably more than most of people around you, and you are very active in the realm of spirits. But when it comes to the physical body, that's where you struggle. Sometimes you get some kind of unusual sicknesses, diseases, or the states of depressions that come and go without literally without you doing anything. Sometimes you need to hermit for a few days, sometimes you don't want to talk to anyone, and this all comes from your physical body. It's like these chemical reactions that's happening, they kind of slow down your spirit. So for you, it's very important to live a healthy lifestyle, not like a diet. It's actually supposed to be lifestyle. It should be a combination of everything. Working out routine, sleeping regime, healthy eating habits, and choosing activities that are good for your body. Definitely no bad habits, like no smoking, no drinking, nothing like that. As a descendant of a shaman, for you, it's very important to incorporate shamanic practices in your life and be more open to nature, reconnect with nature. You have a gift of communicating with animals. If you don't drawn to any animals, the animals are always following you, they're always drawn to you. They usually have very different reaction when they see you, and they sense you in a way, they kind of sense your abilities. So for you, it's important to take care of your body. So make sure that you nourish your body, that you sleep enough, that you actually exercise, and you do the things that you actually love the most. So for example, if you feel drawn to yoga or meditation, definitely do it. The better you treat your body, the better your spirit is going to be. I also see that you are, even though you're surrounded by people, people naturally drawn to you because you're a healer. But I also see that you're very closed, you don't share yourself much. Probably there is only 2 people in your life who you ever tried to share your soul with. It's from the outside, people think that you are a very open person, that you're a very sociable person, you have an amazing smile, you have an amazing energy. It's people think that they know you, but they actually don't. And it's actually a good ability to have, because if you will have a lot of clients in the future, it's going to be very easy to connect with them, and yet you're still actually protecting yourself because you're not opening up to anyone. For you, it's important because you need to save your own energy. This is how you get protected, by protecting yourself. But it's also a little bit like negative because you're so closed. It's very hard for you to actually trust people, especially when it comes to love and relationship. It's very hard for you to actually fully open to someone. You have like very high expectation for people because you have high expectations for yourself, but you are very forgiving. And if you like someone, you're gonna let them into your life without no boundaries. You've been hurt in the past, but you learned your lessons. And you know, sometimes you don't understand if you should trust the person or you shouldn't. This is where you get stuck. So when it comes to new people that coming into your life, like, always ask guidance from your demons. They know better. You can use runes, you can use tarot, you can use Ouija board, pendulum, but you should always ask advice from your guardian demons if the person that is coming into your life, good or bad. And it should be advice when it comes to love, when it comes to friendship, when it comes to you know, your colleagues at work. So even when it comes to like choosing work, choosing something, like, always ask advice from your guardian demons. They are there for a reason and they want to help you. So the more you actually ask them, the better. You are naturally gonna come into all of your gifts and abilities. It's like being a born psychic or being a born witch tells me that you always gonna come to your power. And just maybe for you it's gonna take longer because you have like some kind of blocks when it comes to practicing like dark magic or communicating with demons. There are some blocks that coming from your childhood. It's like you kind of feel disconnected with your family sometimes, but yet, you know, this idea that been put into your mind by your family or like society when you were a child, that they still like kind of have some kind of effect on you. It's gonna go away soon. Like, the more you communicate with people who are also like spiritual, who are like you, like gifted people, the more these blocks are gonna disappear from your life and from your mind. So the key is always communicating with people, because this is something that makes you who you are. So the more you talk to people who are like you, the better it is. Don't be scared to be like seen as crazy. Don't be scared to show your true colors. It's, you know, your soul is beautiful. Your soul is beautiful. Your heart is amazing and loving and caring. You are a daring person. You literally can do crazy things. So show it more. Show yourself more. You're hiding a lot, and you shouldn't be caring about other people's opinions. I know you're getting better at this. Like, you are becoming more yourself like every day. But sometimes you still have this like blocks that are stopping you, so remove them all, like become yourself. Like, no one else matters in this lifetime, only you. You are your biggest judge, and you shouldn't care about others, really. I see that in the future, you will be traveled. There are 6 countries that you're supposed to visit in this lifetime. And one of the countries is Italy. There is something in Italy that connects your past life memories, and you need to see it like some kind of, you know, object that you're gonna find there. It's not something significant, it's not something like touristy, but when you see it, you know it. There are other countries that's supposed to come into your life that you're supposed to visit, but it's just gonna come from other people, like suggestions. And when these countries are gonna be presented to you, you're gonna feel like you really wanna go. So always feel this call inside, like always follow, you know, the call. So when you know that you're supposed to go somewhere, just go. And it doesn't matter how you go. It could be just like backpacking, it could be only 3 days, whatever it is, you just have to go. This is how you build your new memories, and this is how you reconnect to your past lives. Past lives are still affecting you, and you know, sometimes when you get these deja vus, you know that they are from the past lives, and you know that the person that you got the deja vu in front, it means this is the person from your past life. It's like you're reconnecting with the soul that once you knew. And those deja vus are the biggest sign for you that you are on the right path. It's like you're following your destiny in a good way, and you are kind of reconnecting with the memories of the past lives. So when it comes to receiving the signs, I know you get like a lot of signs like daily. Sometimes you don't know how to interpret them. Again, always ask for guidance for your guardian demons. Ask them what the sign means. Pull tarot and see what comes. And of course you can Google the signs, but sometimes the most common interpretation of the signs doesn't really like resonate with you, because the signs come from your past life, so they are a little bit different. So trust your intuition more. Like, trust this feeling of resonance. If it resonates with you, take it as your personal sign. If it doesn't, don't believe what you see on the internet. I think this is it for the palms. Now I want to actually read tarot for you and see what kind of messages are gonna come there. And I'm using this deck today, and I know this is an open reading. You didn't really have any questions for me. You just said that whatever comes, which is I kind of like, because it's interesting to like see what's coming for you, what kind of messages you're supposed to hear. So let's see. I actually hope that you have your own tarot and actually few decks, and that you're practicing, because you do have like strong connection to symbology of the tarot. So any deck you pick is good for you. The more you have, the better. Like, tarot is the tool that kind of like opens up your soul. So if you want to build a collection of tarot, like, definitely go for it. Interesting. So even though those cards are reversed, for me they actually tell like interesting stories. So they tell me that you shouldn't really worry about money at the moment, and you are meant to be abundant and successful in this lifetime. But this is not the time that you're supposed to be worried. There's nothing you should do at the moment. So the more you worry, the less money gonna come to your life. You have to live in this, like, in this reality that you are abundant and wealthy. Like, the prosperity is not it's not an issue. You are always have money, they always coming to you. So by doing this, you kind of create this abundance that's coming from everywhere, from unexpected sources as well. So never allow your mind to have negative thoughts when it comes to money or wealth. I also see that you shouldn't be thinking about love at this moment, only, especially when it comes to new love, to receiving new love, new relationship. If there is some kind of love situation in your life at the moment, if there is someone from your past, or if you're seeing someone and you have these thoughts on your mind that these relationships are not good for you, and maybe you want to quit and you want to leave this person, like, this is something that you should do. But you shouldn't worry about like a new relationship at the moment, because you really need to concentrate on your own path. If someone is stopping you from becoming yourself, or someone stopping you from practicing, this person shouldn't be in your life. Your soulmate, your twin flame, is the one who is like you, who is practicing as well. So for you, if the person doesn't support you fully, this is not your person. I like this card a lot. This is like a card that shows me, you know, the time when you've been blessed by the universe, where you're learning, when you're like standing still. I know it's kind of reversed, because I think you are not using this time. Like, you know, if you're going through some period of stagnation, for example, and you think it's negative, it's actually positive, because it's given to you in order to learn some things. And I literally think like big things are coming to you, and very soon. Number 5 is confirmation that you're on the right path, and number 5 is the confirmation that you are doing what you're supposed to do. Numerology, this is something that maybe you should look into, because numbers are important on your path. You have like a lot of signs and messages coming through numbers, so it is important for you to learn the meaning of the numbers that you see. You really need to learn your life path number and see what it gives you. When it comes to astrology, this is something that you shouldn't be like using in your life for the next few months, because the astrological charts might be off, because you are going through some kind of like transformation period, where everything else, like, it's like, you know, the universe is creating some kind of like movement for you, and it works at the moment. So it's kind of like messy, so you don't really know where to go, what to do, and you shouldn't do anything, because like every step is important. So in order to not make any mistakes, you shouldn't really do crazy changes in your life. You should really concentrate on yourself and before this Christmas. Don't do any crazy decisions, you know, before Christmas. Just concentrate on your personal growth, personal path. Try to think what it is that you want to do in the future. Try to think about who you truly are, what you're looking for in this lifetime, what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life, what it is that you want to become. It's like, ask yourself questions that probably you never asked before. I think a lot of people wanted you to become like different things, but now it's time for you to realize what it is that you want to do. It should be the time that you kind of dedicate to yourself, and that's why nothing is supposed to be happening in the next few months, because you have to decide for yourself what it is that you inviting into your life. This is interesting. I think that you are being guided more by your masculine, because the Strength card here is represented by the male energy and the Empress is reversed, which is interesting. Two major arcanas being here and representing this is amazing. I also feel like when it comes to the Empress being reversed, it also tells me that you're not really using your feminine energy at the moment, like your divine feminine. There are aspects of your like feminine energy that should be used more. I think you are independent, you're strong, and that's what you're looking for in the future. You are actually, you want to achieve everything by yourself, you know. You want to be, judging by the cards, you know, you want to be this rich man that you have like your own empire. You don't need help, you don't need support, but you actually need to ask for the different things. You actually need to invite people who are going to help you. You need to invite connections and situations that's going to help you. You're not born to work hard. You're born to do what you love the most, and in a way to change the world by your own example and help people, you know. But for now, I think you're making like all the wrong choices. This independence, it will come to you. You will be independent. You will be able to help others. But at the moment, you need to learn how to show your weaknesses, how to embrace your feminine side, how to be, you know, like how to be more caring towards yourself and how to love yourself more. And this is interesting. I think this is something that you should do in the next month too, like learn about your divine feminine as well. Interesting cards. I think there are a lot of things in the past that you experienced, and all of these experiences are now going to be helpful for you when you become who you are, like when you start working with people. I also see, like, you know, this always comes to me like number 5, and I see King of Cups. I think you're ready to move on with your love life, not only like when it comes like romantically, but also you're ready to allow people that you truly love to come into your life, like real friends, like real soul family. And I think the people will come, like people who will never hurt you or betray you. So be open for this and expect this. A lot of darkness in the past, like this, you know, moments that would break any other person. They never broke you. You became stronger, and I think good things are coming to you. This is the card from the bottom of the deck. Like your heart is pierced and bleeding, and it's again confirmation of the past. If you're scared of something, if you're scared of the path that it might repeat itself again, it will never. Your future is different, and it's actually so good that you can manifest anything you want. Like you literally can manifest only the good things. You can manifest the things that are amazing. So make sure that you don't have any negative ideas or thoughts in your mind, because when you have like some kind of negative, something negative on your mind, it also can be manifested. So make sure that every day you only think, dream, or speak of good, positive things, and you dream about amazing things, because everything that's on your mind is coming true. So sometimes subconsciously you can manifest something negative just because you've been thinking about it the other day. So make sure that you always living consciously. You are taking care of your mind, like, you know, you are aware of what it is that you're thinking of. And in the beginning it might be hard, but then you're gonna learn it, and it's gonna be like a routine, and you will learn how to be always positive and only think about good things, and you will manifest only in amazing things for the future. Now I will move on to the candle box. You know, I think for you it's very important not to dwell on the past, because your future is amazing. There are so many things that you can invite to your future. So definitely you should be concentrating on the present moment, but also expect like amazing things from your future for sure. You know, the power that you have, it always comes from darkness. It comes from the underworld. Like you are the embodiment of the classical witch. So for you, it is important to acknowledge this darkness and connection with demons that you have. So definitely do that. It's interesting, like the candle doesn't even want to start. So I guess, like, to me, it shows that you are very emotional when it comes to your practice. Like you put all of your emotions there, which is amazing. It means your spells are always powerful and you can achieve like amazing results with your spells. So always use your emotions and use water, like a lot of water in your practice. You can even practice next to an open source of water, like a river or sea or ocean, which is going to be like amazing for you. It's going to balance out your fiery side. And I think you have like a lot of fire when it comes to your magic, and this is something amazing. Like fire is the ultimate power when it comes to casting spells, so it's good, definitely good. I see that sometimes you've been impatient. You really like expect the results to come like very fast, and you always expect something amazing, something big, like crazy results. And when you don't get these results, you actually start questioning a lot of the things that you do. Like you question your path, your abilities, yourself. This is something you also need to work on. Like don't expect anything, because when you have expectations, usually for the most of the time they never met. So the least you expect, the better the results are going to be. It looks to me like there's like a clear path in front of you. So if there's something on your mind, like an idea, like a business venture or something, you should definitely go for it. It is something that is given to you from the universe, and this is an experience that you should go through regardless of the results, but this is something that needs to happen in your life, so definitely go for it. I see that you have new spirit guides coming to you like constantly. I think you're this kind of person that always have like different guides, different deities coming to you. They are always changing, because you're changing. Like every month there is something new that's happening with you, like spiritually. So I think for you it's important to acknowledge that, and it's important to understand that you really don't have to work with a specific deity unless you are actually connected to this god or goddess. I don't feel that you have like a matron or patron deity. I feel like you have such an old soul that you've been working with like many deities in the past. So for you, it's not important if you choose someone in this lifetime. It's interesting. Like I get this feeling sometimes if you get this feeling like you want to cry, like, and you are by yourself, first of all, you need to cry with someone. Yeah, invite like friends or someone like your family, like your siblings. You have to share your tears with others. If there are no one that you want to share your tears or like cry with them. It could be like out of joy or despair. It doesn't really matter, tears are tears. So when you feel like crying and you're by yourself, at least, you know, summon your demons, your guardians, and cry with them. There's always should be someone witnessing when you are at your lowest or when you are at your highest. Like, you shouldn't be by yourself ever. I think you had some kind of issues with your physical body in the past, and it's going to be better. Like, I see that your physical body is changing. If there is like a picture in your mind of the way that you want to look like, you're going to look like this when you come into your power. It's like your physical body will go through an amazing change, and you're going to look so much different in the future. I do recommend you doing like beauty spells or energy enhancing spells, spells for health and physical strength. Those are the ones that you might benefit at the moment. Self-confidence, a lot of people struggle with that. Sometimes you also struggle with that. Self-love, even though you're good at this, like you're becoming more aware of who you are, of your nature. Like you really learn how to love yourself, but sometimes you still have like issues. You still don't see yourself for who you are truly. So whatever helps, do it, fake it till you make it, you know, work on this. And work on your ability to say no, not even to other people, but to yourself. You know, you're very kind, you're like so generous, you're amazing. But sometimes you do a lot of things that you don't want to do personally just because you feel like you should do them, because this is a right thing to do or a good thing to do. You know, like, you shouldn't care about those things. Only do the things that you truly want to do. No one matters in this lifetime, only you. You cannot help anyone until you help yourself. So concentrate on you and always say no, even if it's the right thing, but you don't want to do this. Like, don't agree on anything that you don't want to be a part of. I actually was asking how long it is needed for you to fully come into your power, and the candle went out so fast. So I think you are on the right path and you are so close to fully coming into your power. I think like a lot of good things are going to happen to you on your way, on your journey. So be ready for that. You know, you're amazing and you're very powerful, you're very unique, and I think you will receive in this lifetime everything that you ever wanted. All your dreams gonna come true. So practice and use magic in order to get all of the things that you desire, because you're so powerful. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to read for you, and good luck on your magical journey.